The first $100,000 is mentally harder than the next million. Let me tell you something most people will never understand. The first $100,000 is not hard because of money. It's hard because of your mind. It's hard because before your first $100,000, everything is against you. Your bank account, your environment, your habits, your confidence, your family, your friends, even your own thoughts. People think getting rich is about learning stocks, crypto, business, or real estate. No, the real fight happens before you ever see six figures. The real battle is invisible, mental, lonely, slow, unsexy. And once you finally break that first 100,000, the game changes. Momentum appears, confidence compounds. Opportunities chase you, and suddenly, the next million feels possible. Today, I am going to explain why the first $100,000 is mentally harder than the next million, and more importantly, how to survive that phase without quitting. If you are still struggling, still doubting, still grinding in silence, this video is for you. Part 1. Why 100,000 feels impossible at the start when you are at zero. $100,000 does not feel like a number. It feels like a fantasy. Let's be honest. If you are making $500 a month, $100,000 feels like climbing Mount Everest barefoot. Your brain can't even visualize it. Why? Because humans judge possibility based on past. If your past evidence is living paycheck to paycheck, borrowing money, watching others succeed, failing again and again, your brain concludes, people like me don't reach numbers like that. This is the first mental barrier. Not lack of skill, not lack of opportunity, lack of belief based on experience. Part 2. The poverty programming no one talks about. Most people don't start from zero, they start from negative debt. Fear, scarcity, thinking you were taught, play it safe. Don't risk money, get a secure job. Rich people are lucky or corrupt. So when you decide to chase $100,000, your own mind fights you. Every risky decision triggers fear. Every investment feels dangerous. Every delay feels like failure. This is why people quit early. They are not weak. They are reprogramming decades of conditioning. That takes time. Part 3. Why the first $100,000 has no momentum. Here's something brutal. When you have $0, money does not help you. When you have $10,000, money barely helps you. When you have $100,000, money starts to work with you. Before that, it's all effort. You trade time for money, energy for progress, discipline for growth, no shortcuts. No leverage. You work harder than people who already have more than you. That feels unfair, and mentally, unfairness breaks people. Part 4. Why every mistake hurts more at the beginning. When you are broke, mistakes are painful. Lose 500. That's rent, that's food, that's stress. So fear becomes louder, you hesitate more, you overthink, you delay. Meanwhile, someone with $500,000 can lose $20,000 and call it tuition. Same mistake. Different mental weight. This makes the early stage exhausting. You are trying to grow while walking on eggshells. Part 5. The loneliness of building your first $100,000. Nobody talks about this. The first $100,000 is lonely. Your friends don't get it. Your family worries. People laugh at your plans. You stop fitting in. You don't spend like them. You don't think like them. You don't relax like them. You are not rich enough to be admired, not broke enough to relate. You exist in the middle. That mental isolation kills dreams. Part 6. Why most people quit at 70%. Most people don't quit at zero. They quit at $20,000, $40,000, $70,000. Why? Because progress slows right before the breakthrough. Early gains feel exciting. Later gains feel boring. But boring is where wealth is built. Repetition, consistency, patience. The mind wants excitement. Wealth demands discipline. This is where the weak exit. Part 7. The identity shift that must happen. You don't earn your first $100,000. Become someone capable of holding it. You become more disciplined, less emotional, more patient, more strategic. That identity shift is painful. You lose old habits, old friends, old versions of yourself. But without this transformation, money leaks away. This is why many people earn money and still stay broke. Part 8. The day everything changes. Here's the moment no one tells you about. The day you realize, I can do this again. When you hit 100,000. You don't just gain money, you gain proof. Proof that your system works. Your discipline works, you are capable. That proof is powerful. Confidence compounds faster than money. Part 9. Why the next million is easier. Once you have 100,000, you understand leverage. You manage risk better. You think long-term. Money becomes a tool, not a dream. Opportunities appear because you are ready. You invest smarter. You negotiate harder, you wait longer. The pressure disappears, and ironically, that's when money flows faster. Part 10. If you are still under $100,000, read this carefully. If you are still struggling, you are not behind. You are in the hardest phase. This phase is supposed to feel slow, lonely, unfair, mentally draining. That does not mean you are failing. It means you are climbing. The part of the mountain most people never survive. Part 11. Rules to survive the first 100,000. Rule 1. Stop comparing timelines. Rule 2. Protect your confidence. Rule 3. Master one income skill. Rule 4. Delay pleasure aggressively. Rule 5. Track progress, not feelings. Feelings lie, numbers don't. Part 12. The truth about luck. Luck favors people who stay long enough. Most quit right before luck shows up. Consistency creates coincidence. Part 13. The moment you realize you have changed one day, quietly something shifts. No longer panic at small setbacks. You think in months, not days. You trust your ability to recover. You have not hit 100,000 yet. But you are close. And more importantly, you are no longer the same person who started. This is the real milestone. Money follows identity. Part 14. The final mental test before 100,000. Right before 100,000, many people self-sabotage. Why? Because success challenges identity. If you grew up struggling, part of you believes, this is not for me, so you delay, you procrastinate. Make avoidable mistakes. This is not stupidity. It's subconscious fear of leaving the familiar. Breaking through requires courage, not effort. Part 15. What to do if you feel stuck right now. If progress feels slow, do this. Zoom out, measure quarters, not weeks. Double down on your strongest skill. Cut one unnecessary expense aggressively. Protect your focus like it's money. Stay boring longer than feels comfortable. Boring wins, flashy distracts. Part 16. The quiet confidence that changes everything. Before 100,000, confidence is fragile. After $100,000, confidence is calm. You stop trying to prove. You stop explaining, you stop rushing. You know you can rebuild. That knowledge is priceless. Part 17. Message to the person about to quit. If you are tired, if you feel behind, if you are questioning everything, listen carefully. You are not failing, you are early. The first $100,000 is not about money. It's about becoming the person who does not quit when progress is invisible. Stay, grind, adapt, because once the dam breaks, it never goes back to zero. The world only celebrates outcomes. But outcomes are built in silence. If you are still in that silent phase, you are closer than you think. And one day the number will change. But more importantly, you will have changed first.